Hi, Doc.
Hi, Andrew. Just tell me, how have things been?
Terrible. I'm about to be homeless.
Hello? Andrew, are you in there? We need to talk. You haven't paid your rent in 2 months. Are you there? Hello? Hello?
I relapsed and I ended up in the psych unit a few weeks back. I tried to fix things when I got out, but the damage was already done. Please, just get out of the hospital. Is there any way you can give me just a little more time?
I'm sorry, but we have a zero tolerance policy on late rent. You had your chance to pay and you missed it.
Look, it won't happen again, I promise. Look, I'll take care of everything going forward.
Nothing I can do. Sorry.
I don't know what I'll do if I become homeless. I can't take this, and I'm really stressed out about it.
I have an idea that may seem unusual. Have you heard of a medical legal partnership?
No.
We have a medical legal partnership right here in this VA, so you can actually talk to a lawyer here on this campus who may be able to help you.
Well, I can't afford a lawyer.
It's free. Why don't I do a referral and tell him a little bit of your background and your situation, but I'll give you his name and number just to be safe.
Sounds great.
Here you go.
Thanks, Doc.
Medical legal partnerships bring lawyers and healthcare professionals together to improve a patient's well-being. And in these medical legal partnerships, lawyers are actually integrated into the healthcare setting to help patients address all kinds of civil legal problems that can impact their health.
Civil legal problems cover a wide range of issues, including eviction, problems with public benefits, and health insurance denials. And they generally fall into these 5 categories: income, housing, education and employment, legal status, and personal safety. As an example, for veterans, a medical legal partnership lawyer might be able to help with VA service connection and requesting discharge upgrades.
We know that patients are impacted by non-medical issues, and these issues are particularly important in mental health because they can dramatically affect a patient's mental health recovery. Mental health professionals are well suited to work in medical legal partnerships because we work within a biopsychosocial framework, we have long-term relationships with our patients, and we're used to working in interdisciplinary teams. Medical legal partnerships allow mental health professionals to focus on providing mental health treatment instead of spending time and energy resolving civil legal problems that lawyers can more effectively deal with.
My PTSD and depression prevent me from working, but my VA disability application was still denied. My bills are piling up and it's stressing me out. Can you help?
Many mental health providers feel overwhelmed by the number of disability forms they are asked to complete and baffled by the criteria to determine who qualifies for benefits and who doesn't.
A lawyer can help by having a quick conversation with the mental health provider to assess the strength of a case, collect or develop the medical records, and represent the patient at a hearing. Having a lawyer saves the provider time because the provider can focus only on the information the judge needs to see.
I'm afraid that my husband's gonna hit me again. And my anxiety keeps getting worse. I'm at a place where I'm ready to get a restraining order. But I don't even know where to start.
Providers know how to work with patients experiencing domestic violence to help get them to a place where they're ready to leave the violent relationship. However, having a lawyer on the team gives patients a crucial tool in navigating the legal process.
Here, a lawyer can help the patient understand the steps she needs to take in order to file for an order of protection in court, and also help the provider to understand how to document the abuse in a way that will help convince a judge to approve the order of protection.
I got these credit card bills. Now debt collectors are calling me day and night, even at work. They said they're going to take me to court and are going to take money out of my paychecks. I'm a veteran, and these calls are definitely not helping me adjust back to civilian life. How can I deal with these debt collectors?
Many of our patients have problems with credit card and other types of debt, and these problems can linger for years. Harassment and aggressive communication from debt collectors is common, making an already stressful situation even worse.
A lawyer can help veterans assert their federally protected rights to stop debt collectors from contacting them, including phone calls at work. Lawyers can also help veterans negotiate manageable repayment plans or fight to get court cases thrown out.
For an example of how medical legal partnerships work in practice, let's go back to see what happened when Andrew met with the attorney in the hospital's medical legal partnership.
Hi, Andrew. I'm Jose Santos. Your mental health provider told me a little bit about what's been going on. I'd like to talk a little bit more to see if there's anything I can do to help. In regard to your rent, do you have the money to pay?
No. While I was in the hospital, my younger brother used my money to fix his car.
Okay, that's not great, obviously, but I think that we can work around it. The Welfare Department offers emergency grants for situations like this, and we can help you put together a strong application. In the meantime, there are 3 different things I can do to help the situation with your landlord. First, I could give your landlord a call and explain that you are prepared to pay the back rent that you owe. Now, I know you already tried to do this on your own, but sometimes landlords pay more attention when a lawyer calls than when a tenant does.
But what if that doesn't work?
I could ask both over the phone and then in writing that the landlord provide you with what is called a reasonable accommodation of extra time to pay your rent. To do that, I would have to explain that you have a disability which prevented you from paying the rent on time for a couple of months. We will probably also need to give your landlord a letter from your psychologist to support that request, but I know that she would be happy to write one.
And what's the third option?
And then finally, if that doesn't work and your landlord takes you to court, I can represent you in the eviction proceedings and explain to the landlord's attorney and the judge about your situation. I think there's a very good chance that we can settle the case and save your apartment.
Wow. Thank you. You don't know what this means to me.
There are not enough mental health providers working in medical legal partnerships today. And those that do, they make up only a small portion of the nearly 300 medical legal partnerships throughout the country. We need more mental health-focused medical legal partnerships as we seek to provide truly comprehensive care to our patients.
Medical legal partnership lawyers love working with mental health providers. We want to be partnering with you.
There are various resources available to help set up a local medical legal partnership.
Mental health providers can find lawyers in their communities who are interested in medical legal partnership in a few different ways. First, the National Center for Medical Legal Partnership supports the expansion of medical legal partnerships nationally. Go to medical-legalpartnership.org, where you'll find a wealth of information on starting your own medical legal partnership, including a startup toolkit. There's also a map of all the medical legal partnerships in the United States. Second, you can go to the website lawhelp.org, which is a great resource for information on a variety of civil legal issues, and also has links to free and low-cost civil legal services in all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and U.S. territories. Third, medical legal partnerships have long integrated law students and pro bono lawyers, and you can be in touch with your local law schools and bar associations to identify potential contacts.
We invite you to join us in this movement to bring legal and mental health providers together to better care for our patients.